السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. هل تسمعني؟ هل الصوت واضح؟ هل الصوت واضح؟ هل تسمعني؟ السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. تسمعني؟ السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. تسمعني؟ السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. تسمعني؟ حاضر حاضر حاضر. هل الصورة مظبوطة؟ الصورة مظبوطة؟ هل أبدأ لايف من عندي على على التويتر وعلى الانستجرام؟ هل أبدأ لايف على تويتر والانستجرام؟ هل أبدأ لايف على تويتر والانستجرام؟ تسمعني؟ هل أبدأ لايف على تويتر والانستجرام؟ هل أبدأ لايف على تويتر والانستجرام؟ هل أبدأ لايف على تويتر والانستجرام؟ لا إله إلا الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Dear brothers and sisters, السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I hope that you are in a good health and good condition whenever you are, wherever you are in this world behind the COVID pandemic. Today, my interaction with you will be talking about very strange subject, which I don't believe in it too much. I don't believe in dreams that can shape our lives, and I don't believe that actually we should base our action in life on dreams only. But what I saw last Friday after praying Fajr as a true dream, such a true dream led me to write my discussion with you today. Let me first of all mention the dream to all of you. I was praying Jum'ah in somewhere in this world. Then after praying the Jum'ah in the dream, I was surrounded by 4 people, Arabs. All of them were wearing the same kind of suit, dark brown suit. And they were talking to me about help or how can they be helped. All of them were from a country called Iraq. I believe in Iraq as the richest Arab country in the region, the most highly educated people in the whole region, the most cultured people in the whole region, and the country which have a big civilization in the past, and one of the richest country ever globally. This is Iraq for myself, which I believe in it very strongly. Highly cultured people. But why they are sitting and asking me for help, I don't know. The discussion ended and I went ahead to go somewhere else. While I was walking, there was a sewer tank bringing a lot of black, dirty, smelly water to the street. And nobody cares. Even those people in the mosque, I used to talk to them, actually don't care. They can see the flowing, the black water, the dirty water, the smelly water, but did nothing. From the other side of the road, I saw a young man coming, want to cross the road. And he believed that this sewer tank is covered by a lid, which is a metal one. It wasn't. Unfortunately, he fell down inside the sewer tank and was drowning. I tried to get help from those people who are sitting, they were discussing with me what they want to have of help. They didn't take any care of what I'm talking about. They don't actually even look at me. They didn't even listen to me. Then from the other side, I was looking at young European, American, white, Caucasian with blonde hair, with blue, green eyes, wearing European clothes. I'm just crying and screaming for each and every of them for help. Nobody cares. Neither the Arabs who are sitting there in whatever called a mosque or a prayer hall, or those Europeans. I was shattered between the two sides, and I was looking at the water underneath me and the sewer tank underneath me to see the bubbles. But all of a sudden, the bubbles stopped. That means the man drowned. This led me to write to you what I'm going to discuss with you today, unfortunately. The first part of it will be 6 challenges. Earlier on, I think a few weeks ago, before you talk about the tree of solution, or for solution, you have to draw also the tree of problems. Number 1 problem, or number 1 challenge, is our Arab, as well as so-called majority Muslim countries, the people in this area became consumers, not producer anymore. They became bigger, as I saw in my dream, unfortunately. Not all of them, but some of them. This is number 1. So became number 1 consumer, in spite of the fact we have the resources to become producers. And we became like a locust or a parasite on other societies and other countries. This is number 1. Number 2, we in our countries, whether Arabs or Muslim majority countries in Asia or somewhere else, have many deep states inside the states. And all of them are bad ones. And what you can see from the dream, the sewer tanker with black, dirty, smelly water, and the people sitting doing nothing. They know that this is the deep state, which actually is there, but they said this, they were sitting doing nothing. We became like those biological citizens. What do I mean by biological citizen? People who are very interested in eating, drinking, producing children, having biological life, but they don't care about the social change of their society. And this is what we became like, unfortunately. This number 2nd challenge. 3rd challenge, when we look at the other side and the West, are actually going around in and out, and they didn't care because they are not in their priority. They are very busy sorting out the social, economical, political problem in their own countries. So don't bank on them. Number 4, which is the losing or the loss of our young generation. As you can see, the young man drowning in this sewer tanker, unfortunately. No program, no facilities, and no future for our younger generation. This is the 4th challenge. 5th challenge, which you find the social divide in our countries, in our societies, in our communities, based on religion, based on sectarianism, based on culture, based on language, based on geography, based on history, based on whatever, based even on the political leader. This divide or division made our society, our community, our country extremely weak, and let others to have the upper hand to steal our resources. Number 6, and the last one but not least one, the imported solution which is coming to us from different parts of the world. Political solution, democratic solution, and others, which it does not suit our country or our culture, but actually we accept it. I give 3 or 4 examples which happened to our area. If you look back at Yugoslavia, how it was one country. Then it became Serbia, then it became Macedonia, then it became Bosnia-Herzegovina, then it became Montenegro, then it became Slovenia, then it became Croatia. Croatia has a stable state, no proportional representation. Serbia has a stable state and government, no proportional representation. Croatia has stable state, a government, no proportional representation. Montenegro, in spite of the fact 20% of the population are Muslims, no proportional representation. Macedonia has about up to 50% Muslims, no proportional representation. The only proportional representation was in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It became a government like musical chairs. Bosnian, Serb, and Croat. Unstable government, and the peace is very fragile. If you go to look at East Timor, which is next to Indonesia, the same. There's no proportional representation. The same in South Sudan as well, in spite of the fact that Muslims South Sudan was 30%. This is some examples which you have to live with it about imported solution only to certain area. If you look at a country like Iraq, which I'm talking about, there is proportional representation based on sectarianism, based on religious background, based on. Okay, the same in Lebanon. For myself, as a citizen, or an Arab citizen, or a global citizen, I give no damn to who represents me in the government. The only condition I want from him or her as a political party is to be fair, just to every one of us as a citizen. So I wouldn't care about a Christian majority government to rule Lebanon if it is the best political party and fair for everyone. Why should I push a corrupt Sunni individual in a place where the justice will be prevailed by other group? Same in Iraq. Why should I have this proportional representation when I put a ratio for the Sunni? If the Shia are the best to rule, could they fair and just, transparent and honest? Here we go. So this kind of imported democratic solution does not work. You can see in these areas. For myself, I have no problem of having a Shia or Maronite or Christian to rule if the other people are not good enough to rule. But this based on the citizen choice. My worry is, in this area again, to see the future of the negotiation, what's going to happen in Libya, Syria, and Yemen as well. If it's going to be again on sectarianism, a divide on the culture, divide on the religion, divide on the geography, this is going to be a bigger problem as well. These are the 6 challenges which I took out from the dream. I'm not trying to undermine our Iraqi brothers because they were in the dream, but this is a case study. How can the richest Arab countries, the people are sitting to ask for help? It's something very big question mark around it. Let us go out or go away from the challenges and the problem into the solution. That's why I called my talk today the triplicity of the fortieth. The multiple of triplicity. Triplicity, which means 3 components of each line. You can find that I have got 14 lines. Each line have got 3 points. That's why I call triplicity, multiple triplicity of the fortieth as a solution. To draw or to have the building blocks for building our society and our community. Number 1 of the triplicity called family, community, and young people. Family, community, and young people. Why? What is the relationship between the family, community, and young people? We have to invest in the young people. Because young people are going to build the family, which is the cornerstone of any society, any community, and any country. Don't ever underestimate the younger generation. Don't deal with them like the young man who drowned in the sewer tank by the deep state in the country. This is first step of building the blocks of building our society. Second step is value, history, and forgetfulness. Why should we keep forgetting about our history? Why should we let others to write our history? Why should we be forgetting about our values or keep importing values which does not suit our society? Why? Why? Our history has been written wrongly by people who wrote it from their own point of view, not from the people or the public point of view. So values extremely important. Our history is mandated, should be written by us, and we should not let anyone else write the history for ourselves. Point number 3 in the triplicity: freedom, justice, and benevolence. We cannot build our freedom and justice if we are not benevolent to one another. If we are not benevolent to one another. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فلا يجرمنكم شنآن قوم على ألا تعادلوا اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى. And let not the hatred of others to you make you swerve to wrong and depart from justice. And let not the hatred of others to you make you swerve to wrong and depart from justice. Be just, that is next to piety and fear Allah. Cow or the Baqarah number 8. This is what we say, اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى. So justice, freedom, and ihsan. Second point is worship. Ihsan means worship Allah as if you can see Him. But if you cannot see Him, He definitely sees you there. So the presence of Allah with you 24/7. Okay. Also, the ulama said, Allah does not give victory to the believing state. If it is an oppressive state, but Allah gives His victory to the non-believing state if it is a just state. Justice, fairness, benevolence is our call today, and this is point number 3. Education, number 4, education, awareness, and belief. We have to believe in the process and the mechanisms of the educational system. It's not good enough to have 10, 20, 30, 40,000 schools and hundreds or 200 universities and hundreds or few hundred institutes and colleges. What is the outcome? What is the product of this? What is the end result of the education? Are those people just going to have a certificate for the sake of having a certificate? Or those people will be able to understand the mechanics of what's going around them in the society, regionally and globally? Awareness. So we have to believe that our education will be leading to gaining knowledge which raise the awareness of the public, whether they are qualified from universities or they are actually not qualified from the universities. This is point number 4 in the triplicity of the 40th. Point number 5, duties, rights, and young boys and girls. What's the relationship between young boys and girls and duties and rights? I tell you, we are here to establish the rights-based approach and to establish the duties upon every citizen, and to leave this heritage or legacy for generations to come, for our children, for our grandchildren, for our great-grandchildren. So whatever we establish today of rights and duties, it has to pass on to generations to come. So when they come, they say, bless you, parents, bless you, grandparents, for establishing the rights and duties for us to enable us to live in a just state. Number 6, in the triplicity of the 40th, vision, message, and authority. As the proverb in Arabic said, Allah will let the authority to do what the Quran cannot do. Quran needs authority to establish its rule of law. Without authority to the Quran or to the Bible or the Torah, there is no rule. There is no rule of law will be established in the society. So we need to have the authority to establish, to spread our message, as well as to implement our vision in our society. Number 7, in the triplicity of the 40th, movement, life, and unleashing. What do I mean by unleashing? We should not have any ceiling for the movement of our life inside our society, inside our community, inside our country, inside our nation. A movement of life should be felt by animals, by birds, by plants, by the climate, by every being in the society. No ceiling to stop any being from enjoying its life in our society. So this unleashing of the borders of the movement of life is incredible and very important to let the life dynamically to function effectively and positively to develop the existence of the life of every living being in our society. Movement, life, and unleashing. Every component in our society should feel that they are able to enjoy the movement of their life and the development of their life. Rather than insects, animals, birds, and even the mountains, even the water, even the climate. Number 8, economy, industry, and human being. I mentioned at the beginning youth, young men, then I mentioned young boys and girls, then I mentioned again human being. No economy or industry whatsoever will be built in our society unless we empower the citizen in the society. And the empowerment in the shade of justice, in the shade of benevolence, in the shade of freedom. No industry will be based on slavery. No industry or economy will be based on slavery and on corruption and on theft. No way. Number 9, it's called in Arabic, ijtihad, jihad, sarayan. It's called in English, diligence, strife, and spreading. Our diligence, our strife, has to push the stagnant water in our society, has to create the dynamic and positive movement inside our society. So this kind of strife and diligence is mentioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran, as He said, didn't Allah check off people by means of another? There would surely have been pulled down monasteries, churches, synagogues, and mosques in which the name of Allah is commemorated. In Arabic, this is actually Al-Hajj number 40 in Arabic. ولولا دفع الله الناس بعضهم ببعض لهدمت صوامع وبيع وصلوات ومساجد يذكر فيها اسم الله كثيرا. Without this coexistence and the strife and the diligence, all our synagogues, mosques, churches, monasteries have been destroyed. This kind of a coexistence between all of us, the strife as well as the diligence. The other verse of the Quran, which is Surah Baqarah 251, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَوْلَا دَفْعُ اللَّهُ النَّاسَ بَعْضَهُمْ بِبَعْضٍ لَفَسَدَتِ الْأَرْضُ. And didn't Allah check one set of people by means of another, the earth would indeed be full of mischief, but Allah is full of bounty to all the world. This kind of coexistence is making the life to go on, to go on, to go on, where the space for freedom, where the space for justice, where the space for diligence, and for benevolence. Benevolence. So this is extremely important. Point number 9 in my triplicity of the 40th point in building blocks of our society. Number 10, Renaissance, civilization, construction. Yes, we can talk about the old civilization of Egypt, the Egyptian, the Inca in Central America, the Chinese, the Great China Wall, Sphinx, pyramids, the medicine in Egypt, the discoveries. Talk about the Garden of Babylon in Iraq, because of the Al-Batra in Jordan and others. Renaissance and civilization is not being seen only as building bricks, bridges, roads, palaces. No. Here we talk about the construction of the morality in the heart of the citizen, the mind of the citizen, the life of the citizen, the dignity of the citizen, the integrity of the citizen, the respect of the citizen. Because such a citizen is the one, such a citizen is the only one who will build the renaissance of his country or her country and the civilization of their countries. Not based on slavery, not based on discrimination, not based on all of this. No. When I said renaissance, civilization, and construction of the mind, the heart, the soul, the cultures, the values, the history, and the integrity of the citizen himself or herself. This is number 10. Number 11 in the triplicity of my 40th is pride, dignity, and homelands. Pride not for myself, pride not for my tribe, pride not for my clan or my sect, pride for my homeland, which I need to stand up to defend it. As the Prophet ﷺ said, who he died to defend his homeland is a martyr, as one of these. So when we look at all these triplicity inside the 40th, try to build our building blocks inside our society, it's extremely important for all of us to find a way to go and make the roadmap to save such nations from what they are suffering from now. Number 12 and 13 in the triplicities are the characteristic of each and any one of us, you and myself, which is called love, leniency, compassion, mercy, firmness, and forgiveness. I say them again: love, leniency, compassion, mercy, firmness, and forgiveness. This is the characteristic of each and every one of you who claim as he or she would love to serve the community. You have to love the community. You have to be very lenient, very compassionate to them, very merciful, but very firm if you are a leader, and forgive, having this kind of forgiveness to them. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al Imran 159, فبما رحمة من الله لنت لهم ولو كنت فظا غليظ القلب لانفضوا من حولك فاعف عنهم واستغفر لهم وشاورهم في الأمر فإذا عزمت فتوكل على الله إن الله يحب المتوكلين. With the mercy of Allah, this is in Surah Al Imran 159, with the mercy of Allah, He made you, Muhammad, to be very lenient to everyone. But if you were stony-hearted, rough, okay, they could have left you alone, because Allah gave you this leniency, because Allah is merciful to you. So Muhammad pardoned them. Then ask Allah to forgive them. Then after that, when Allah forgive them, start to consult them. شاورهم في الأمر. But if you decide a decision or you make a decision, you have to make it firm and you go ahead. This is firmness. فإذا عزمت فتوكل على الله. إن الله يحبك كده. If you make a decision, make a firm decision and go ahead and rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after consultation and after being with the people. إن الله يحبك. Allah loves those who rely and depend on Him. Number 14 in my triplicities, not the least, it made also of 3 points: accountability, reviewing, and prison bars. Each and every one of us should be accountable to the law of the state, of the country. Whether you are a king, whether you are a president, whether you are a prince, whether you are Amir, whether you are Sheikh, whether you are Prime Minister, none of us should be above the state law. All of us should be equal before the law, whether you are a poor man or the most wealthiest man on it. That's why accountability, reviewing. Everyone have the right on you to ask you what you have been doing as you became a man of authority or a woman of authority. You have to be accountable to anybody who can ask you what you have done with people's money, with people's resources, with people's dreams. If you or me failed, prison bar is waiting for us based on justice, based on law, based on fairness, and based on firmness as well. So, this dream has taken me to write all these points for all of us, because I feel as an individual extremely upset that we are very rich nations, very rich countries, but very poor people, because we lost our identity, we lost our integrity, we lost our credibility, and we lost our hope, and we became biological citizens. Love to watch football every day, love to eat, drink, produce children, love to talk about what others' achievement or failure, but never talk about what's our achievement or our failure. Taking the safest way of life to live. What difference between us and animals? At least animals have a functional life. They are there to produce offspring, to help us, to serve us. So they eat, they drink, they produce little animals for us to use. And they also worship Allah. But sometimes, and quite often, we do not worship Allah. We do not follow the teaching of Allah. We do not want to become the custodian of the universe in this planet as well. This is the difference. So coming back to the dream which I mentioned, and the triplicity of the 14 steps of making social building, or making social blocks, or building social blocks to build our society, it is started from becoming, unfortunately, consumers, becoming affected by the deep states, and becoming biological citizens. We know and we realize that the West that is not interested in us. We have to scratch our back by our own fingers. We're losing our generations, we're losing the young people, we're losing our young people. Then the divide policy based on sectarianism, tribalism, geography, religion, political, and others. And the last and not least, always waiting for a solution to be made abroad and come to us. And it failed, and it will always be failing because it's not natural. We have people in our societies and our countries know better. How can they create a solution as the people in Rwanda in 1994-95 when they managed after a conflict which claimed the life of nearly 100,000 people, sat down to make local solutions, like the South African people as well, and so other countries to follow. So thank you very much, and God bless you, and I'll see you inshallah next week in another episode of my talk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.